would love to talk to Manny about it someday. My emotions got in the way a little bit. I think we both like to compete. It came out in a very aggressive way on both sides. I wanted to stay in Detroit.
There's a guy I want on the mound that's not me on our team. I want him on the mound.
I loved it there, and I thought the combo of me and Scoob was incredible.
He's a free agent, but tell Scott Harris is here. Hinch is here. Tell him, hey,
I'd love to have him back.
Flaherty's a free agent.
Yeah, talking to them and talking to other teams and just like, hey, it'd be fun to go back there.
I saw a little rumor. I go, hey, what's up? And, yeah, I'd love to have him back.
Free agent Jack Flaherty announces he's returning to the Tigers. The Detroit Tigers have their 1-2 punch. That was actually awesome. What do you think? Did you like that?
Pretty good. That was a good, pretty good job there on that video.
That was great. All right, so great to have you back, Jack. Appreciate the time, dude. Excited to see you, obviously, in Lakeland with the 1-2 punch. So since we last spoke a few weeks ago, what happened between when we spoke and then you signing with Detroit to make it happen?
I think things just started to pick up with them. Conversations started to pick up. I don't necessarily know like what changed or what led to the like conversation picking up. I don't really know. It just maybe it was just part of timing and everything. Maybe I couldn't give you a real good correct answer. It just got to a point where we started to get really close in a matter of days, and things happened. I was sitting at my mom's house and was like saying bye to her, basically like, I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. I don't know if I'm gonna sign soon or whatnot. And then I got off the phone with my agent and I was like, yeah, this is probably gonna be done here in the next like hour or two. We're just going over some details, and I was like giving it to her, and she was like, oh, okay. Like kind of the same way it went the year before, where things just happened really quickly, and don't really know what changes or why things start to pick up. It was nice to be able to, give her a hug, and I got back on the plane to go back home and just, be able to say bye to her. And it's kind of crazy how quickly it happens.
Jack, do you think you could take your earbuds out and maybe see if because you're kind of cutting in and out sometimes. Take your AirPods out and see if does that help?
If we disconnect the AirPods, let's see. Yeah. Just because it.
Hear me.
I can hear you now. Is that better, boys?
You got me?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's better. Yep.
That's nice.
Right,
okay. Is that enough time? Because you hear about dudes like getting ready to go to spring training, and you're ramping it up. It's like, oof, like how quick was it? Because everything's taken in Lakeland, but everything's been taken in Lakeland for like 15 years. So you're fine on that end. But like how much is that speed of like, bam, signed pitchers and catchers in 13 days?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even 13 days. It was signed, and hey, in 2 days, we need you in Detroit for physicals and everything, and got to run through MRIs and all that. And then in a week later, you got to report to Lakeland once everything's signed. So it was like, all right, so I got to be able to figure out how to pack everything up and get everything together. And that was, for me, that was the bigger issue, as opposed to like where I was at physically and where I was at body wise. Like I was in a really good place. Like I was ready to, I've been ready to go. And, through another pen today in front of them, and things have gone well. But in terms of just like getting up and being like, okay, I got to get to Detroit in 2 days. And then I got to get down to Florida, and, still figuring out, everything else, all the other little things, which is the bigger deal. But in terms of where my body's at and the way that I felt, I try to put myself in a good situation that if something like this was to happen, then I'd be ready to go.
All right. Well, now you're in Lakeland, beautiful Lakeland, right? I'm sure you're going to go to the mall every day there. I don't know what else there's to do in Lakeland. Yeah, it's a beautiful place in Lakeland. What's your day like now? Because you guys haven't officially started camp, right? Have you guys officially reported yet?
Yeah, we officially, I believe yesterday was day one.
Okay.
Yesterday was
Okay.
officially day one. So I got down here. I got here Tuesday. I took a couple days to just go away. Went to Detroit, and then kind of reset for a few days, just mentally, like kind of reset right before, because once we get going, like I'm full go from like day one that I arrive to camp, and I'm full go. So it's been just pretty much being locked in and taking care of the body, getting some little things worked out here and there, and then just conversations with pitching coaches and with Feder and AJ, and just trying to figure out schedules and whatnot. And but I'm feeling a really good place, and yeah, it was exciting walking through those doors and seeing everybody, seeing Scoop, seeing Casey Reese, all the boys. It was a sight to see.
You bring up Skubal. Was he big in the recruiting process a little bit? Because I know he talked a little bit about it when he was on the show, how much he wanted you back. And if so, what did he say to you when he saw you here in spring training, man? Was it like, oh, brothers back together, man? I love it.
He wasn't actively reaching out, but I saw what he said, and that's a huge compliment coming from a guy I mean, that I've said it, he's the best pitcher in baseball, and what he was able to do last year and the stuff that he has being left-handed, like, so to hear what he had to say of, if he had to have somebody else out there on the mound that he'd pick me, like that went a long way. And I haven't told him that personally yet. I'm sure we'll sit down and talk. There's been a lot going on the last few days, just everybody on different schedules. But I texted him before it came out and just let him know, like, hey, yeah, this is gonna be a done deal. Like, I'm gonna be back, and he was pumped up, and I got to see him on Tuesday when I came in. It was just one of those things. It was like, hey man, it's been a while, but real good to see you. And let's run this thing back. I know you got your Cy Young last year, and I got the World Series, but it's time to move forward. Like, last year's last year. Let's do it all together this year.
All right. So you have been a Tiger for a little over 2 weeks now. Were you in the process of the whole Bregman trying to recruit him, or did they not ask you, hey, like, reach out? Like, we know you were new to the organization last year. Did you have any part of that?
No, I had no part of it. I had no part of it. That was completely them. They seeing the offers, they put together a good offer, and it's everybody makes decisions for what they feel is best for their career. So you want to wish Bregman luck, and hope that everything goes well. But you like to see the organization trying to go get a guy like that who was even going to help us take another step. But we love the guys that we have. We love those guys, the guys that we have in this locker room, and the guys that we have around and that are going to fill in those spots. So seeing what they were able to do last year, once I left, and I'm just looking forward to competing with these guys.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video. Kratz, do you like spending an hour on grocery shopping?
Nope. Speed up the process, please.
Introducing Hungryroot to the FT fam.
Now we can all be bougie with our own personal shopper to handle the food shopping, including Rex, based on what you're looking to put in your body.
I stack my Hungryroot box with items like gluten-free, dairy-free blueberry waffles for breakfast, shrimp veggie bowls for lunch, and a little filet mignon with potatoes and broccolini for dinner.
You can also say just, hey, Hungryroot, I eat paleo, or I'm vegetarian, and they load up your cart with personalized recommendations.
And those recs keep evolving as they learn about what you're into. Also, no BS, as in no artificial sweeteners or preservatives in any of Hungryroot's food. You're going to love Hungryroot as much as FT does. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/FT and use code FT. That's hungryroot.com/FT, code FT to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. And now back to the video.
Do you know where the Tigers open this year? Have you looked at the schedule?
Of course I do. Yeah, we open in LA. I've known.
Yeah, so that's my next question. So are you going to be part of, you probably pitch in game 2. I'm assuming Scoobs will start game 1. You'll probably throw game 2. Everything goes correctly in spring training. So in game 1, let's say they give out the rings. Are you going to have a Dodger uniform on when they give out rings so you can get your rings directly? You could just stand in the line or are you going to want a private ceremony for yourself in your Tiger uniform? Because it's a little weird. You're on the other team, but hey, look, guys, I get a ring.
Hey, I'm gonna let them take the reins on that, but I definitely saw as talks started to to get more intense, and I was like, oh, okay, we open in LA. This could be really interesting. This could be a lot of fun. I definitely won't be wearing a Dodgers uniform. I'll definitely be in a Tigers uniform. However that goes, whatever way it all ends up working out. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. I get to get it done right away. Scoob texted me. He's like, "Hey, can you bring your ring to spring training?" And I was like, "I'll get it that first weekend, so you'll see it. Don't worry." And it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be great to kind of not. I don't want to say get it out of the way, but have it done. Opening weekend, get all of those out the way, get the emotions out the way, everything. And I'm excited for it. I'm also just excited to compete against those guys. That'll be the first one.
I talked to somebody last night who's seen the ring. He said it's pretty gaudy. It's pretty crazy. Like the top pops off. But anyway, that you'll be excited about it. It could look like AJ's World Series ring, and you would still be excited about it. But it's Dodger style, so there's something crazy in it.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less. I would expect that. That's kind of what I was expecting. So again, like you said, it could have been anything, but the second that ring goes, that I get to see it and put it on my finger, I'm gonna be, who knows? Who knows what kind of emotions will come up? It'll be emotional. It'll be a lot, and then it'll be about competing against those guys and trying to pick up a couple wins there.
All right. Now, you saw Pivetta sign with the Padres. So Nick Pivetta was, his contract's way different stipulations, all that stuff. Nothing about Pivetta. Do you think it was very visible that there was beef between you and the Padres in the playoffs? Playoffs, everything gets blown out of proportion. Do you feel like one instance, because I couldn't go back and look at any other instances that there was any beef between you and the Padres, do you feel like one instance could keep a free agent away from a team in the sense of like, man, that guy, because it was you and Manny's he's one of the leaders on that team. Do you think that could keep a marquee free agent or a team from going after a marquee free agent?
I don't know, because I heard from Mike Schilt 2 days ago congratulating me. I've known him since we were both in St. Louis together. Him and I talked later that series. We caught up before Game 5, and just kind of talked over things. And we both talked about like it was two competitors. I've got nothing but respect for Manny. I got another respect for like how good he is and the type of player he is, and he's going to compete and he's going to stand up for his guys, and that's who he is. And I said like the emotions got like completely carried away. It was a really emotional series. There was a lot going on, and it had been something that had been back and forth between both those teams for the last couple of years, and the two of us got caught in the middle of it. So I don't know. I'm happy for Nick. I'm happy for his situation and the fact that he, didn't have to wait too long into spring and can knock it out in the first couple of days. That's what's unbelievable dude. One of those guys that you really pull for. So, I would love to talk to Manny about it someday, just like, and just go over it. Like I felt that, like I emotionally, like my emotions got in the way a little bit. And I mean, I think we both like to compete, and it came out in a very aggressive way on both sides.
Listen, it's the playoffs. It doesn't matter. It's over. You're over it, okay? You know what you do to Manny? This is what you do. When you see him the first time, when you guys play the Padres, because every team plays them, you take your ring out and you just walk by Manny just like this with it on your phone.
I'm sure that's going to go.
Oh, hey, Manny, you want to chat now? You want to chat? But this is all I want to know. Last one, because we hit on it a little bit, how gaudy it is. And Kratz made fun of our mood ring that we have for the White Sox World Series. But will you be a wearer of your ring? Will you be a ring wearer? Because I don't wear mine. Mine's like locked away. But will you be a guy that wears it? Like you're gonna go out to the club and you're gonna be like, hey, look, people, I played for the Dodgers last year, and look at this giant ring on my finger.
No. It'll be locked away. It'll come out, hopefully if I pitch well enough or any type of award ceremony or something like that. That's where it'd come out. It'd come out around other guys, or it'd come out around, you know, I'll using like Kenny Lofton's a family friend of mine. Like I'll make sure that he sees it, and he played like a long time in the big leagues, and he texted me. He's like, "Man, I never got one. Like, congrats to him." And I'll put that in. I'll put that out there a little bit. So, but otherwise, it'll be locked. It'll be put away.
And
good.
quick fun fact: the Padres don't play the Tigers. Is that true?
No, we
They have
definitely.
to.
Everyone plays everybody.
Everybody plays
Michael.
everybody, Scott.
Michael behind the scenes just messed me up. Embarrassing. Anyway, all right. Well, this is when he'll bring it out. Award ceremony. Go in a sigh, and then that's the perfect place to bring it out, right? In the winter time after the season at the award ceremony. So, Jack, thanks for doing this, man. Great to have the post-contract signing, and obviously we'll see you. Some of us will be there in Lakeland, so we'll see you soon, dude.
Let me know.
I'll see you.
Let me know if you want to play some golf. I mean, it's not that far. So I'm always looking for partners.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.